Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a Project Life process video using one of the remix kits from Studio Calico. A few months ago, I took all of my past Studio Calico kits and I arranged them to give them a little bit of a new life. I do that a lot when I don't have enough journaling cards, when I'm running out of embellishments. That helps me also kind of make things easier to use for me. I'm an over embellisher. I love to use a lot of cards, so it gives me more to have in one kit. I also get to put everything in one of the old zipper pouches, and that way I can just grab one big kit instead of a few little ones. And I finished my Project Life 2021. Yay! I finished it off camera. As I said before in my Studio Calico unboxing of the warehouse and the July kit, I got braces, so I wasn't able to speak really well for a few weeks and I'm still having some trouble with it, but I'm feeling a little bit better and I'm hoping that helps. Here I had a bunch of cards, I had a bunch of spaces, so I use a few filler ones. I'm going to use this one as a title card, and I love to make title cards. I always, whenever I see the 6x4 cards, that's what I think about. These alphas, I believe, are from Paper Person. Yes. And I was going to use them, and I believe I still get to use the week part because it didn't have the numbers that I needed. I got a bunch of labels in the Studio Calico warehouse sale, and I'm so excited because I get to use those for journaling, for adding my dates like I am doing right here. And I go through those sheets quite fast. I never notice until all of a sudden I don't have enough. I've also been using them in my reading journal, so that's double the ways that I can use them. I also love to use the Studio Calico inks. There are a few colors that I'm missing. There are a few others that are the same kind of branding, like shape, packaging and everything, but they're from A Beautiful Mess. That's quite old. A Beautiful Mess used to have kits with Studio Calico and they were super cute. I kind of miss the paper crafting products they used to do. So the alphas that I use are from Citrus Twist kits, and I try not to put a bunch of alphas in these kits. I use the alphas that came in the kits, but I didn't add any extra, which is something else that I got from the warehouse sale. And I just keep these in my embellishment drawers divided by colors, and if I need white alphas I will go there. It makes everything so easy for me. At the end of the day, when I am done creating, all I have to do is divide things by color and put them back in the embellishment drawers. These stickers are so cute. They are from In a Creative Bubble in collaboration with Feed Your Craft, and I still have quite a few items from those from that company. I'm trying to add things in a diagonal line so your eye goes through the whole card. And I love these cute chipboard stars from Studio Calico. And I've also been using those washi dots a lot, big circles. And I have a few quite ancient Studio Calico embellishments, like those flags. Those are really old. I can't even remember from when, but one thing that I like to do, especially when I wasn't a subscriber of Studio Calico, was that I would wait until warehouse sales and I would get old kits. So if you are not a subscriber and you want to try the kits, that is one of the ways to do it. I don't know if by the time this video goes live they'll still have the warehouse sale, but they had a bunch of kits for $10. And they had a bunch of stickers for 25 cents too. So if it's available by the time this goes live, I would take advantage of that, especially if you need staples, if you need alphas, labels, especially for December daily. I get this really simple. I kept flowers alive for like 5 minutes and I needed photos so people could believe me. This was the year my kids went back to school after COVID. Again, it was September 21 of 2021. And my oldest had this mask that she had to use while playing the flute, and the other brass players had a different one. And I thought that that was very interesting and it was something worth documenting. I love that my little one is accidentally photobombing the photo on the background. I think those are my favorite photos, and one of the reasons that I don't quit Project Life is because I enjoy everyday moments and, you know, really random things that it would be hard to document in layouts to me. I also like the structure of Project Life. What I've been doing for 2024 is I'm going to do it monthly. I do need to sit down and print a bunch of photos, but I think we're good. Or we'll be working on those in 2030. We'll see. And I have a bunch of different embellishments from different months that somehow work out. That is the thing about mixing these kits. They have a specific aesthetic, and even if the kits are not exactly cookie cutter, it works. And I did added a few other random stickers like the ones from Feed Your Craft. And you don't need to over embellish each photo. I just like to do it in spaces where, you know, the ceiling is there, if there's grass. I have a lot of embellishments, and it makes me feel better if I use all of them. I also love using those tiny stickers from Pipsticks. Most of them come in a kit. I have liked how in a few older kits they added one little sheet with super tiny stickers. And my kid got sick really fast after going to school, and of course you have to double check that it's not the plague, and it kind of sucks. So I loved using that no thank you card. I think that card is from, I want to say February 2022. And then I'm using some stamps from Feed Your Craft that were all about hard days. And I don't have that many of these stickers from Pipsticks. I love the little faces. I'm not a big fan of the fuzzy stickers that has a name. Flocked. It's not flocked. It's not called fuzzy either. But I'm not a big fan. But I do have. I love the expressions and the colors, so they grew on me. But I'm gonna use this photo and the card next to it to use a bunch of them. And lately I'm obsessed with this Studio Calico. It's super simple. I think it's called Zest of Life, but it's a Studio Calico stamp that was the add-on in, I believe, May. And just because it has those tiny stars, I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna stickers, God, I can't say it, sticker sneeze all over this card. I just wanted to make it really busy because I started with the little faces and I was like, okay, but I need one more thing. And then one more thing and one more thing. You know how it goes. And that's also what I like these Studio Calico inks. I have them in, the rainbow color plus pink. The purple that I have is actually from Ranger. I believe that when I was about to get it, it was out of stock or something like that, or they no longer make it. I love these tiny music note stickers. I did got 2 extra of those in the last Pipstick sale because I use them a lot, like I show in the photo of my daughter playing the flute. I love to take pictures of them while they are playing music. I'm going to use a bunch of those super tiny stickers to keep adding things to the mix. And it was looking a little empty at the top and heavy at the bottom, so I decided to add that half of the circle label. And then I have my little collection of colorful little word stickers. Most of them are from Pretty Little Studio, and I do have a few from Studio Calico, like the black one on my right. And I thought that was a little bit too cheerful for what I was documenting, but it worked. And that week I was listening to Beyond Belief, and if you like either cult books or memoirs, this book is amazing. It is so sad though, it's terrible, but she's the niece of David Miscavige, and if you don't know, David Miscavige is the top dog at the Church of Scientology, and it is messed up, but it's so well written. It was really good. And those book prompts, I can't remember the name, but those were book prompts from Everyday Explorers, and I always have those in my bookish stash, but I love to use them. I'm going to use this card also from Everyday Explorers. You can get a little notebook that has them. This is actually a printable. I also got the printable, and I changed the color of a lot of them, so I don't know if this is the original color. I really don't. That's one thing that I love about digital, so you can change the color, especially if something like this. I knew that I was going to use this card a lot, so I don't want to have the same exact color in every spread that I use it. I'm using the rule of thirds with 3 stars and a triangle shape. That way it takes your eye throughout the whole card. And I love the Studio Calico journaling cards. They're so simple. They have a bunch of colors. I can use my Tombow monodrawing pens on them. My favorite is always the 02, unless I have very little space, and I will take it down to a 1. I'm going to use my washi dots to layer it with the little word stickers. This spread has a lot of colors, but it also has it doesn't have as many photos as it could have, so the cards don't compete as much with the photos. If I was having a lot of photos, I probably would take it a little bit easier with the colors and the embellishments. And this is the final spread. As you can see, a bunch of the other filler cards stayed the same, and I avoided adding more embellishments because the rest have so many. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about I'm still getting used to talking. I will probably hopefully get better at it. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye!